Hi, in this session we will be discussing about agentic AI. So in the last previous videos we have seen only one agent orchestrating all the tools. So only one agent is deciding which tool to use, whether it is from RAG tool or external tool or any MCP server tool or datetime tool. But in general that is not a good practice. It is better to have dedicated agents for a specific category of tools, so that way it will be a bit easy for orchestrating the agent. So here I am coming up with an example. I have an user query. I have a LangChain model, I mean LLM model GPT 4.1, and I'm using LangChain to use it. So I have three agents here: agent 1, agent 2, and agent 3. So agent 1 is connected to date query, agent 2 is connected to execution tool MP4 to MP3, and agent 3 is connected to retrieving the knowledge database, I mean, as a tool. Okay. So we need to define the flow. So when to run which. So as of now, agents are connected to individual tools, but which agent to run when, what is that case? You need to define the workflow. So for that, Lang graph comes into the picture. So let's go to that graph diagram here. See, this is my intent node. So this intent node, the purpose of this particular agent is to decide which agent to pick, whether I need to pick this guy, test plan agent or general agent or time agent. So if, let's say, if the user input is current date and time, it comes to this path and executes and then generates response. And if it is like general, like apart from test plan and date and time, like any other general query where it will come to this particular thing, and this here we have the model and then it generates the response. So this is time is one chain, general is one chain, and executor is one chain. Or you can call this is one agent, this is one agent, this is one agent. Agent means you will have model and tool. So for this agent you will have tool name time, and for this agent you will be having no tools, and for this agent you will be having test plan. And there is a one more agent here called executor agent. Whenever this test plan is there, it will retrieve data from the RAG, and that particular command is sent to the executor, and finally we generate the response. So total we have four nodes. So let's see the practical part of it. Yeah. See, as I said, we have four nodes. First is five nodes. Intent node. So maybe I can keep like this. Yeah. See, first is intent node, and next is test plan node, and third is executor node, and fourth is time node, and fifth is the general node. So total we have five nodes. So let's see, and this is how the nodes are connected. So it's a entry point is intent, and of course all things test plan, time, general, everything comes under conditional edges. That is a route from intent. And there is one more route from the test plan. It's like you need to execute. So if it is a test plan, the command is executed, command is generated. Go ahead and run the executor. If the command is not generated properly, no need of executing. So that's why one more conditional edge came here. And these are all ending edges. And finally you compile a graph. Okay. So we just discussed about the edges and other things. So now let's see what how the agents are how agents are coming into picture here. So okay, so I will do one thing. So I'll come down here. So let's go to the intent node. See, intent node is one agent here, agent state. We'll pass in the agent state here, and you are invoking this. Okay. So this intent agent is having no tools, because as you know, the only thing is its intention is to just decide which one is good, whether I need to go to test plan, whether I need to go to time or general, written only one word. So you are passing the intent to the model here. So model is this LLM here. So the first thing is when the user request comes, it go to this intent agent, and this intent agent is nothing but we'll be using a model to decide what is the intent of the user. So once the intent is decided, so now what, it will return one word. So based upon this word, it will pick the particular router. So now let's say if the test plan is the test plan word is returned, so it go to this test plan node. So what is this? Inside this test plan node is again an agent. So inside the test plan node, you have one more agent. So here you are attaching the test plan. Okay, so in the test plan, it will invoke all the data from the RAG and finally return the command. So we are telling everything, how to behave, what are the rules and everything. Okay, so once the test plan is done, so it will execute and you will get the test command. So what if I have written the keyword about intent? Apart from intent, if I written the keyword time, it goes to the time node, and then executes this agent. So this is just a time node is just a tool. So it just calls time date and now it's like you're injecting the tool function inside this time node. Okay, so there is no separate tool, but it's you can strip this function and write in a separate tool. Anything is fine. And then the last thing is general node. So this general node, of course, is like one more agent you invoke, the response you get it, and that's what. So you have three, four agents, and one is general agent, one is time agent, and one is test plan agent, and then intent agent. So four agents we have total. Okay. So but there is one more agent also called date time agent that you are just since that is a tool you are just directly using the OS functions and returning the time. There is no need of any specific agent required. Only routing is important there. Okay. So yeah, so if you want to maintain any state, what is happening, you can maintain the agent state here. So rest all remaining themes, keys, embeddings, loading the test plan, chunking in, and then all those things. Search test plan, intent agent, test plan, and then general agent. Yeah, these are all creating agents. Intent node, yeah, test plan node, executor node, time node, general node, and these are all the routings. And you add the nodes and you add edges, you compile it, and then you ask it. Yeah. So there is one thing called agent state. So in the agent state, we are just keeping what is the user input, what is the final output, what is the test plan output. It's all like you are maintaining the tools output here. So you can know at any given point of the time what is happening with the tools. So you can just use this state for debugging and then you can just print it, see what's happening. Okay. So now the same code we will see the UI. So this is the UI part. I just added the Streamlit version of this. I have already launched this application. It's already loaded. So now let's see what's happening inside the app. So this is my Maigha multi-agent AI, or it's called Maigha Agentic AI. So first let me put some general query. What is lang chain in 20 words? 20 words is too short. 50 words. Okay. Yeah. So LangChain is a framework designed to simplify building applications with large language models. You can read the entire text. So now here one particular agent, general agent is called. So what is date and time? What is current date and time? Let's be precise. So here the current date and time will be written. See? And now how about the test plan? Okay. So I'm telling convert this of file from MP4 to MP3 using Multimagic's test plan. Sorry guys, actually my application got crashed when I given the command from MP4 to MP3. So I just restarted and refreshed everything. So let's see what is happening now. So instead of audio, I'll straight away give MP3 using Multimagic's test plan. So let's see what's happening now. So it should convert. If not, we'll retry again. Okay, so let's wait for some time for a second, see what's happening. Okay, so no MP3 generated. So it's because I have added some debug log here. So this is the command, okay, -f02. So for some reason command 2 came, it should be 1. So let's try again. So instead of audio, now we'll give audio. Let's see what's happened. Convert this file to audio. See, all this comes the more you train the RAG data and all those things. So see, this time it passed. So yeah, so that's about this Maigha multi-agent AI. So yeah, and again going back to the architecture. So this is what how the nodes and graphs are connected. Yeah, in the next session we will see on how multi-agent memory augmented system works.